Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we are having a look at the French starter pack, which is 50% off on Humble Bundle or 60% off if you have Humble Choice. This means in Canadian it is $6.74. In USD though, it is slightly different. It is $3.99, which is crazy cheap for something like this. So the French starter pack has two vehicles which are pretty good. One which used to be insanely good, but still pretty good. And the other one is the P-40F-5 Lafayette. The pack also comes with 7 days of premium account and also 120,000 SL, which is quite nice. Generally, it is a pretty decent vehicle. If you've ever played the other P40s, such as the C, the E, the F in other places, or even the H81, you'll know how good these vehicles can be. This one has 650 cals on it, which pretty much means you're useful, not just in air, taking stuff out, but also in ground. The 50 cals can go through a lot of top-down vehicles in ground forces, especially with their ground belts. The other thing it also has in that is it does get 1 500 and 2 100-pound bombs. So, you know, there's that which goes on as well, so you can get a good bomb drop-off. And at the same time, this is a really good mid-altitude fighter for the French at this BR. It works incredibly well against the opposition. The only thing it doesn't do great is that it doesn't turn exceptionally well, so you've got to if you're against turn fighters, you know, sometimes you have to go for head-ons, sometimes you have to you know, set up on them in slightly different ways, such as trying coming from above them instead of, you know, a straight horizontal fight. But not always that can actually work, so sometimes you're forced into bad engagements, which isn't great. Being at rank 2, it does have really good RP research, but not the best SL research on it. I've definitely seen better around the place. But one of the massive bonuses that this thing has, since it is, you know, a French aircraft, is that it can get you past a lot of the rubbish that is in the French air tree. So at rank 1, for France, these are good, and then this is good. Everything else is very much substandard. The other area, so here, the NC, it's pretty good. The VG33, it's pretty good. The rest, very average or under a good level. Then at rank 3, you have the similar stuff with these two being very tough to play. The King Cobra being nice and the Hellcats not being too bad, and then the SP2C being okay. And then the bombers being alright, I suppose. With the B-26 being the best, I just wish it had access to slightly better bomb loads or more usable bomb loads. But yeah, so the P-40F-5 can research you through what would be classed as a lot of gaff where this tech tree has. And I think overall that's its big bonus. It's not like a world beater, it's not something that's insanely good, it's slightly above average, and it's able to get you through a lot of the stuff which is, you know, not very fun. So therefore you can get to the other machines at the highest echelon of the game, which are really fun to play, like the Mirage 3C, the 3E, the 5F, and the Mirage 2000, and so on. The other French vehicle is the B1 Ter. This vehicle is a better version of the B1 Bis, which is in the tech tree. What makes it better is it has additional armor on the front of it, and then also it has an extra crew member who's just chilling in the back. So what this means is you have a lot of extra survivability over your standard tech tree counterpart. What it also means is, I believe nowadays, it's actually higher BR than it, yeah. They used to be at the same BR for the longest time, and the B1 Ter was just straight up broken. It was very hard to deal with. It was one of the most annoying pub stompers when it came to the game, but nowadays it's a little bit more balanced, which is good. There is actually a decent amount of competition for it, so that's really nice. It does mean, though, since it is a heavy tank, that if it gets up BR'd, it kind of gets trounced on, but at its BR or lower, it still does very well, especially since its armor can hold up. The addition of the Swedish into the game definitely reduced this thing's power level because of the simple fact that they have APDS at these BRs, but it can still do well in a lot of places. The other thing that they've also done is they've added a bunch of other vehicles for France, such as the M3A3 Stuart here, and then also the Crusader Mark II, as you can see, fully bushed up, which make this lineup super good. So you have 2 light tanks which can scout and also have good firing guns with stabilizers, and then you have the B1 Ter if you need the bruiser to hit people in the face. So it's just a really nice lineup. You can also run the Lafayette with it, so you've just got this good concoction of different elements. It's a very, very good starter pack. It's not as good as it used to be, though, because of obviously the B1 Ter going up in BR. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to thank Forge, Siegebreak, Carrion Crow, Nicholas Richardson, Elove Goat, Pyman, Winter Scientist, Merciless Reaper, Orange Tail, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Moxie, B. Young, and also Sem Arslan, Wilkski, Uncle Bean, Derek R., Bareen, Lafouche, and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.